Hello and welcome to our channel. We're truly glad you joined us today, and we hope you'll enjoy this journey into the fierce, unforgettable world of a Mad Max Saga. Imagine a future where the rules of civilization have turned to dust, where highways stretch endlessly through scorched deserts, and where survival isn't just a goal-it's an obsession. This is a world powered by engines, fear, and raw human instinct. A place where hope is fragile and freedom must be fought for at full throttle. A Mad Max Saga, now released on Netflix, doesn't simply tell another post-apocalyptic story. It drops us straight into a mythic wasteland where every character, every vehicle, and every drop of fuel carries meaning. From the very first frame, the film pulls us into chaos, forcing us to ask an uncomfortable question. When everything collapses, who do we really become? Heroes, tyrants, survivors, or something in between? This saga continues a cinematic legacy that has fascinated American audiences for decades, blending adrenaline-fueled action with deep, haunting themes about power, scarcity, and rebellion. It's loud, brutal, and relentless, but beneath the roaring engines and explosive battles lies a powerful reflection of our own world and our own fears. As we begin this expedition together, we'll explore how a Mad Max Saga expands the legendary universe that started over 40 years ago, transforming it into something both timeless and urgently relevant. This is more than just a movie filled with stunning stunts and unforgettable visuals. It's a modern myth, shaped by survival and driven by rage. The wasteland you're about to enter is ruled by those who control resources, who turn desperation into devotion, and who weaponize belief to maintain power. Yet even in this unforgiving landscape, sparks of resistance still burn. Characters rise, not because they are perfect, but because they refuse to surrender their humanity. For American audiences especially, this story hits close to home, echoing themes of independence, rebellion against tyranny, and the eternal struggle between control and freedom. Throughout this video, we'll break down the world, the characters, the symbolism, and the cinematic choices that make a Mad Max Saga such a powerful addition to the franchise. We'll look at why this story still matters today, why it resonates so strongly in a time of uncertainty, and why the road of Mad Max never truly ends. If this piece of work inspires you, then please like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and share it with your family and friends. Your support truly encourages us to work on more cinematic expeditions like this one. So buckle up, hold on tight, and prepare to ride into the wasteland, because once you enter the world of a Mad Max Saga, there's no turning back. The world of a Mad Max Saga is not destroyed by a single explosion or an alien invasion. It collapses slowly, painfully, and realistically. Society doesn't vanish overnight. It erodes. Governments fail, resources dry up, and morality becomes a luxury few can afford. What remains is the wasteland, an endless stretch of scorched earth where survival replaces law and power belongs to those who control what little is left. Water becomes more valuable than gold, fuel more precious than life itself, and human beings are reduced to assets, soldiers, or sacrifices. This setting feels brutally authentic because it reflects a fundamental truth: when systems collapse, humanity doesn't disappear, it adapts, often in terrifying ways. The wasteland functions like a twisted version of the American frontier myth. Just as the Wild West was shaped by scarcity, violence, and self-rule, this world operates without centralized authority. There are no courts, no police, no safety nets, only personal strength, alliances, and fear. Roads replace borders, vehicles replace homes, and motion becomes survival. To stop moving is to die. This constant momentum gives the Mad Max universe its signature energy, where even stillness feels dangerous. The environment itself becomes a character, hostile, unforgiving, and indifferent to human suffering. What makes this world so compelling is that it doesn't rely on fantasy technology or impossible science. Everything feels mechanical, improvised, and human-made. Engines roar because people rebuilt them. Weapons exist because people refuse to give up violence. The apocalypse didn't erase humanity's flaws, it amplified them. Greed becomes institutionalized, cruelty becomes routine, and survival becomes justification for anything. Yet even in this bleak reality, the wasteland is not entirely devoid of meaning. Rituals form, belief systems rise, and new cultures emerge from chaos. This is not the end of humanity. It is humanity stripped to its core. The Mad Max franchise began as a gritty Le Bourget vision of societal breakdown, but over time it evolved into something far more mythic. A Mad Max Saga stands as the latest chapter in that evolution, honoring the past while expanding the universe for a modern audience. Early Mad Max films focused on personal loss and revenge, but as the series grew, the scope widened, the road became eternal, the conflicts larger, and the themes more philosophical. This saga doesn't just continue the story, it deepens the mythology. What's remarkable is how the franchise moved away from traditional storytelling. Max himself became less of a conventional hero and more of a wandering symbol, a ghost of a broken world. In a Mad Max Saga, the focus shifts even further from a single protagonist toward the world itself. The story becomes collective, almost legendary, told through action, imagery, and movement rather than dialogue-heavy exposition. This approach makes the universe feel ancient, as if these stories have been told and retold around fires in the wasteland for generations. For American audiences, this evolution mirrors how myths are formed, like Western's comic book legends or frontier tales. Mad Max stories grow larger than their origins. Characters become archetypes, warriors, tyrants, survivors, each representing an idea rather than just a person. This saga understands that legacy. It respects what came before while reintroducing the world to a new generation through Netflix, where global audiences can rediscover the power of visual storytelling without borders. Furiosa is not just a character, she is a turning point in the Mad Max universe. Her legacy looms large in a Mad Max Saga, shaping how strength, leadership, and resistance are portrayed. Unlike traditional action heroes, Furiosa's power doesn't come from dominance, but from resilience. She survives loss, betrayal, and brutality without losing her sense of purpose. Her journey reframes what heroism looks like in a broken world. In a universe ruled by violent men and authoritarian warlords, Furiosa represents a different kind of rebellion. She doesn't seek control. She seeks escape, justice, and redemption. That distinction matters. Her influence inspires others not through fear, but through example. This is why her presence resonates so deeply with American audiences, especially in a cultural moment where leadership and morality are constantly questioned. Furiosa proves that strength doesn't require cruelty, and survival doesn't demand surrendering compassion. A Mad Max Saga builds upon this legacy by showing how legends are born. In the wasteland, stories spread faster than truth. A single act of defiance can turn into mythology. New figures rise, shaped by Furiosa's impact, carrying fragments of her spirit forward. This passing of symbolic power transforms the saga into a generational narrative, not just about survival, but about what kind of world is worth surviving for. Villains in a Mad Max Saga are not evil by accident. They're engineered by scarcity and fear. Power in the wasteland is built on control of resources and belief. Water becomes religion. Fuel becomes law. Leaders present themselves as saviors, while tightening their grip on desperate populations. This dynamic feels disturbingly familiar, reflecting how real-world systems manipulate fear to maintain authority. These warlords don't rule through strength alone. They rule through spectacle. They create rituals, uniforms, and myths to justify their dominance. Followers aren't just soldiers, they are believers. By turning survival into worship, villains ensure loyalty, even among the oppressed. This commentary resonates strongly with American audiences who recognize how propaganda, charisma, and control can blur the line between leadership and tyranny. What makes these antagonists compelling is that they are not monsters, they are human. They exploit the same instincts everyone else does: fear of death, hunger for meaning, and desire for belonging. In the wasteland, power doesn't corrupt, it reveals. Every image in a Mad Max Saga carries symbolic weight. Engines represent identity. Vehicles are extensions of the self, customized, worshipped, and destroyed like living beings. Fire symbolizes both purification and annihilation. Chrome reflects the obsession with immortality, the desire to matter in a world that forgets quickly. Even madness itself becomes a form of adaptation. Faith emerges in unexpected ways. When traditional religions collapse, new belief systems fill the void. Warriors pray to engines, Death becomes glory. Sacrifice becomes salvation. These symbols transform chaos into structure, giving people something to believe in when everything else is gone. This layered symbolism elevates the film beyond action, turning it into a visual philosophy. Mad Max action isn't filler, it is narrative. Every chase reveals character. Every crash advances the story. Dialogue is minimal because movement speaks louder than words. The physicality of the action makes the stakes real. Real stunts, real danger, real consequences. American audiences respond strongly to this authenticity, especially in an era dominated by CGI-heavy spectacle. The chaos is carefully controlled. Camera movement, sound design, and editing create a rhythm that pulls viewers into the experience. You don't watch the wasteland, you feel it. This sensory immersion is what sets a Mad Max Saga apart from other action films. Netflix gave a Mad Max Saga a second life. Streaming allowed this universe to reach new audiences who may never have experienced it in theaters. For American viewers, it became a rediscovery, a reminder that action films can be intelligent, symbolic, and emotionally powerful. The platform transformed Mad Max from a cult franchise into a global conversation. It proved that cinematic storytelling still matters, even outside traditional theaters. The road didn't end, it expanded. As the dust begins to settle and the roar of engines slowly fades into silence, a Mad Max Saga leaves us standing alone on an endless road, staring into a future that feels both terrifying and strangely familiar. This is the power of the Mad Max universe. It doesn't end when the screen goes dark. It lingers. It echoes. It forces us to reflect on what we've witnessed and, more importantly, what it says about us. Beneath the fire, the fury, and the chaos lies a deeply human story about survival, identity, and the price we pay for freedom. In the wasteland, nothing is given. Everything is taken, fought for, or lost. And yet, even in this brutal reality, the spark of hope refuses to die. A Mad Max Saga reminds us that the end of the world is not a single moment, it is a process. It happens when compassion becomes weakness, when power outweighs humanity, and when survival justifies cruelty. But the saga also shows us the opposite truth. That rebellion can begin with a single choice, a single act of defiance, or a single person who refuses to bow. Legends are not born from strength alone. They are born from sacrifice. The road creates monsters, yes, but it also creates symbols. And those symbols inspire others to rise, to resist, and to imagine something better beyond the horizon. What makes this saga timeless is that it doesn't offer easy answers. There are no perfect heroes and no clean victories. Every escape comes at a cost, and every triumph leaves scars behind. The wasteland teaches us that survival is not the same as living, and that freedom without purpose is just another form of emptiness. For American audiences especially, this message resonates deeply. It mirrors our own cultural myths of the open road, individualism, and rebellion, while also questioning where those ideals can lead if left unchecked. Mad Max holds up a mirror, showing us both the danger and the beauty of a world without limits. In the end, a Mad Max Saga is not just about a broken future, it's about the present. It asks us who we would become if everything we rely on disappeared. Would we cling to power, or would we choose empathy? Would we build walls, or would we build alliances? The wasteland strips humanity down to its rawest form, revealing that the greatest battle is not fought with engines or weapons, but within the human soul. Even surrounded by violence and despair, the desire for meaning remains stronger than fear. As the final images burn into memory, one truth becomes clear. The road never truly ends. It stretches forward, carrying stories, warnings, and hopes with it. Mad Max is more than a saga, it is a modern myth, passed from one generation to the next, reminding us that even in a world consumed by madness, the choice to be human still matters. Thank you for watching and taking this journey with us. If this cinematic expedition moved you, inspired you, or made you think, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss what comes next. Share this story with your family and friends, and let us know in the comments, would you survive the wasteland, or would the road change you forever? Thanks for watching.